Hello, Stanley011 here once again. Just want to talk a little bit about some of the weird theories that have come about with COVID-19. So one of them is that COVID-19 is somehow created by 5G wireless networks. Now, I don't know how anybody can really believe that. It's sort of like thinking that if you yell at an orange, it will turn into a cat. And no matter how long you yell at the orange, it's not going to turn into anything other than a rotten orange if you yell at it long enough. And it will turn into a rotten orange even if you don't yell at it. So, the 5G just does not create viruses. Viruses are RNA, and they are an entity unto themselves. No frequency is going to create a virus. Doesn't matter how much, doesn't matter what frequency, doesn't matter how powerful, doesn't matter how directional, doesn't matter. So that is complete and utter hogwash. There is one guy on the internet, David Icke, who seems to be at the root of some of this stupidity. I'm not sure if he's the only one, but a lot of the stories that go around seem to be traceable back towards him. And then there is another gentleman, Luc Montagnier, and he seems to have a slightly less ridiculous take on some of these conspiracy theories. He says that 5G influences the RNA of viruses and alters viruses, that specific frequencies alter specific areas within the RNA chain. Now, that's completely hogwash. We do know that viruses mutate more frequently than larger creatures with DNA. There's a single string of data, RNA. As for DNA, it's a double string. The double string allows more protection against mutations because if there's an error on one side, it can be corrected by the other side. A little more complicated than that, but you get the general idea that with two strings, it is slightly more immune to mutations. RNA has one string and mutates quite frequently. Now, we do know that at higher levels of radiation, mutations tend to occur more frequently. But that is not to say that mutations don't occur without radiation, and it doesn't say that there's not a direct number. We can't say that this frequency or this radiation will create this many mutations. It's just that on average, higher radiation creates more mutations, with the exception that too high radiation will actually kill them. So, if you're talking about microwave radiation at high enough a level, you will actually destroy the virus, and mutations don't really count anymore at that point. But by and large, increased radiation will increase mutations. However, there is no way of controlling what those mutations will be. They are purely random. Now, even this novel coronavirus, which is the cause of COVID-19, has mutated already. There are several variants of it out there. There are some stories that say that the variant that's going around more now is less fatal, if that's the right word, than the original. I'm not sure how much the mutation actually is. It's relatively minor so far. It's still considered the same virus. So the mutation has not changed it into something else yet. If it has changed, the thing is, you might get an immunity from the strain that you have and not from the original. So the original could still keep going. This is the thing with viruses or anything of that nature, really. You tend to have immunity against the one that you were infected with. Since viruses mutate frequently, you could then get reinfected by a virus that's somewhat similar but different. That's what happens with the flu every year. However, so far, we seem to think that the COVID-19 is all caused by the same virus or similar enough that anybody infected with COVID-19 is immune from all the minor variants that are out there of novel coronavirus. That is not known for sure yet, but that is the general belief. We'll know more as we get more experience with this. It's sort of a double-edged sword in the sense that if it has mutated more, it means that there is more than one out there, and potentially you could get infected multiple times. There's no indication of that. There are people who have been reinfected after being deemed cured. So far, it seems that that's more likely incomplete cure. So they had COVID-19, they felt better, deemed themselves cured or were deemed cured by the medical establishment, and then later fell ill again, not from a reinfection, but just from a relapse on the current infection. That seems to be the general idea so far. We will not know for sure until more testing is done, and it is possible that either immunity doesn't build up for the virus. There are some cases where we don't build up immunity, and if that's the case, then we may be in a little bit more trouble than everybody expects. But all the indications so far would be that COVID-19 will allow humans to develop immunity, and that is the hope with a vaccine. Obviously, if you can't develop immunity against the COVID-19 virus, then a vaccine is pointless because you can't develop immunity. But again, as I said, all indications are that immunity does work with COVID-19, and that if you get it once, you will be immune from all minor variants of the novel coronavirus that are currently in existence. The virus can mutate into something different, and probably will. It may not affect humans anymore. We really don't know where it's going to go. Coronavirus has been around for thousands and thousands of years. There are probably thousands of different coronaviruses around. There is some stories about Bill Gates owning a patent on coronavirus. Well, Bill Gates doesn't own a patent on coronavirus. Bill Gates has shares in a company that has a patent again for a vaccine against chicken coronavirus that is given to chickens. Now, unless you happen to be a chicken, that vaccine is not really of much benefit to you. But that does bode well for coronavirus vaccines, because we do know that at least some coronaviruses, such as the one that the chickens tend to get, vaccines work. So if vaccines work against one virus in the coronavirus family, there is reason to believe that vaccines will work for other viruses in the coronavirus family, such as the one causing COVID-19. Again, until we actually have that vaccine and have it working, we don't know for sure that it will work. But there is good reason to believe that a vaccine will work against COVID-19. So anyway, I hope this helped clear up a couple of issues. So yes, COVID-19 really is a virus. No, it has absolutely nothing to do with 5G. Yes, Bill Gates has a patent indirectly on a coronavirus vaccine that works on chickens. So unless you're a chicken, don't worry about that one. It's not going to help you. Have a good day. Thank you.